A black notebook fell from the sky. Raindrops avoided its cover, as if in fear, and I casually picked it up. When I wrote down the first name, the murder on television collapsed before everyone's eyes. In that moment I understood. I was no longer ordinary. I would become a god, holding power over life and death. On the first page I saw shocking rules. Whoever's name is written will die. It sounded absurd and I laughed. But the news was broadcasting a crime right then, so I decided to test this ridiculous power. The moment I finished writing, I still thought it was a joke. But the next day, the paper reported the man was dead. His heart stopped exactly as described. My own heartbeat nearly froze. To confirm it wasn't coincidence, I targeted a thug on the street. When his name was written, he dropped dead instantly. That was when I realized I had truly gained the power of a god. On my way home, I was stopped by a strange figure. He called himself Ryuk, the owner of the Death Note. Only those who touched the notebook could see him. I thought I had to pay a price, but he said using it required nothing. At that moment, I couldn't hold back my laughter, because I was already disgusted with this rotten world. Those who slipped through the law would now become sacrifices under my pen. From then on, I wrote without rest. Killers, corrupt politicians, criminals under protection. Their hearts stopped, one after another. The world was divided. Some called me a butcher, others praised me as a savior. They named me Kira, and I knew only I could rewrite this world, because I was the only god. My father was the chief of police. Through him, I could easily access criminal records, and one by one I judged them. But soon I attracted a true opponent. His name was L, the greatest detective alive. He challenged me live on television. I sneered and wrote his name. The man on screen collapsed instantly. But then I discovered the one who died was only a death row inmate. It was a trap. The so-called global broadcast was shown only in Kanto. L had successfully narrowed down my location. He closed in step by step, even sending FBI agents to tail me. How laughable. On a single bus ride, I used the rules of the notebook to make the man reveal his identity. I knew the FBI were just pawns on my chessboard, but I didn't kill him right away, because I knew if only he died, the police would suspect me. So I used him instead, to write down every agent's name. That night, the entire FBI task force perished, and he himself collapsed outside the subway. The police fell into panic. Many chose to resign. Only my father and 6 core members remained, together with the hidden detective L. But there was a bigger problem. The fiancée of one of the dead agents, Naomi. Her instincts nearly exposed my identity. So I scripted her fate in the notebook, and in the end, she walked herself into destruction. In that incident, Shiori too was drawn in. Her death became the price I paid for the new world. The pain only made me sharper. If even the one I loved most could be sacrificed, then I would never hesitate again. At last I stood clean in the public eye, invited into the investigation team. When the elevator doors opened, I faced L for the first time. God and detective in the same room, and the true game had only just begun.